Hello and welcome back to my studio. I'm Malcolm Dewey and this is part 2 in my series about paint brushes. In this episode we're going to look at oil painting brushes. I'm going to be using brushes made by Daler Rowney in their Georgian brush range. I've chosen this range of brushes because they look like the best compromise between quality and price. So let's have a quick look at the actual brushes that I've selected for this test. Okay, so here are the brushes, and I would suggest that this is a good range for most artists to start out, and this would be the core brushes that I use with my painting. First of all, we've got a lovely brush here called the Sky Flow, and you can use it for painting, obviously big broad strokes, blocking in or toning your canvas before you head on to the smaller brushes. Right, for commencing a painting I would typically use a brush something like this. This is a long flat number 8, and as you can see, long flat bristle brushes with an interlocked appearance, straight edge at the top, and this will give a nice strong brush stroke, carry a lot of paint as well, good spring to it, and this I would regard as my workhorse brush. I use this quite easily for the entire duration of a typical painting. Instead of a long flat, you could also use a Filbert. As you can see, the typical Filbert shape with the rounded tip of the brush. This is also a number 8. Good long bristle, also interlocked. Heading further into the painting and into the final smaller shapes, I may start using a number 4. This is the long flat and this is the Filbert. And finally I've chosen a Rigger brush. This is in fact a Sable Rigger number 2 in the Georgian oil painting range. And obviously the ideal sort of brush when you want to do fine lines, I tend to paint those pretty loose and quick as well, but it gives you that fine line when you need it. You can also sign your name with it, and all round it is a useful brush, particularly in the closing stages of a painting. So let's have a look at a few ways to make brush strokes confidently, and I'm then going to try them out in a painting.